Welcome to this video. My name is Dr. Farzana Haq. I'm a hospitalist physician in a university hospital. In this video, I will share with you how a typical day for a hospitalist physician look like. Because this is one of the common requests I got from many viewers of this channel. So that's why I decided to make this brief video where I will describe that how does a shift for a hospitalist physician from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. looks like. If you are new to this channel, please subscribe to this channel, which a great motivation for me to make more useful videos for you. Usually for the hospitalist physician, the typical shift look like from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Majority of the time, hospitalist physician work for 7 days straight, then sometimes 7 days off, and then again 7 days straight. All these 7-day straight shifts are 12-hour shifts per day. In our hospital where I'm working now, the work week start from Tuesday. I know that for some hospitals, the work week start from Monday. So it's truly depend upon the hospital system. What I do before starting my week on Tuesday, usually we get signed out from the physicians around Monday evening. So I always make sure to go through that sign out to find out that is there any particular patient is sick, or mainly to find out that what will be my to-do list, mainly at the first hour of Tuesday morning. So what I do, besides reviewing the sign off, I also take 10-15 minutes to go over all the patients. I believe it's truly life-saving because on Tuesday, when I'm starting with 18 new patients, if I do not have any idea, that's very tough to start the work and do everything efficiently. So I found that although I'm giving 15 minutes on one day ahead of my week, that truly helps me to be efficient on next day. So usually the shift start from 7 a.m. So I push myself, I aim to wake up at least 1 to 2 hours early before my shift. That gave me enough time to do yoga, usually for 10 minutes, then do my breakfast. I prepare my own breakfast, my tea, and then that give me also enough time to drive, with relaxed mood, not in hurry. And then I always also aim for to reach at least 15 minutes early before my shift. So after I reach to hospital, I will take sign off from the night physician who was covering the shift from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. And we also carry a phone that is used by the other physicians, by me, as well as by the nurses. We use that phone to communicate with each other so that we are taking care of our patient needs and priorities in a very timely manner. So along with getting the sign off and the phone from the night physician, I also will get the sign off for any new patients. And I also make sure to ask my colleague, the night team, that was there any particular concerning thing happen for any patients. So after I take the sign out, then I will do the pre-rounding. If you want to know how I do pre-rounding, I make a brief video to share all my tips and strategies, how you can do pre-rounding smoothly and efficiently. Please click on this link above, and I hope you will find this video useful. So after I will do the pre-rounding, during that time, I focus on mainly two patients. First, sick patients, and then the potential discharge. So after I review the sick patients and potential discharges, then I will review all the other patients. After I'm done with my pre-rounding, then I will go to floor to round all my patients. Before I go to inside the room to talk to the patient, I do two things. First, I definitely review the chart. So I am preparing myself that what could be the questions from the patient or family. And second, I also prepare myself to give the overview to the patient that what will be the plan for that day, what will be the potential discharge day. So I will also prepare myself so that I know the answers of the potential questions. I always make sure to give them the overview of the treatment plan, particularly for that day, so that they know that they are in control of their healthcare decision. Besides that, I also talk to the nurses to make sure that if there anything particular I need to know for that patient, if there anything particular significant thing happen overnight, and also if the nurses need any order for that patient. So in this way, I'm addressing the patient's need, and also I'm collaborating with the nurses to give the best care to our patients. And I found it, as I am doing it, it truly reduced the number of calls, the pages which I get all over the day. It makes me more efficient and get things done very smoothly. So after that, around 10 o'clock, we do multidisciplinary rounding. So during the multidisciplinary rounding, the physicians, the nurses, physical therapy, social worker, case manager, all of us will meet together, and then we will discuss the patients that, okay, who will be the discharge that day, maybe who will be discharged next day or potential this week. Is there anything particular we need to address for the patient to ensure safe discharge? For example, arrangement of home oxygen, arrangement of walker, wheelchair. So all those needs we will discuss during that multidisciplinary rounding. And in between, definitely I'm getting pages and the call in the phone, and also we use Epic system, so we also get CQ chat in the Epic. One thing I always make sure to call consults as early as possible. Not for every patient you need consult. However, I always try to identify that for which patients I need consults, and then I make sure to call them as soon as possible, because I imagining myself, if I'm on the consult service and somebody's calling me around 4 o'clock, I do not find it very desirable. So I always make sure and hope and aim to call them before 11 a.m. So by this time, there will be almost lunchtime. So after I have my lunch, I always make sure to do all these things very timely fashion, because I believe proper nutrition, hydration is very important if I want to give my 100% to my patients. So after I will do my lunch, then what I will do, I will call some patient's family, particularly if there is any request from the patient. If there is any very important thing I want to discuss, I will call the family member. I found it during this COVID time, as every hospital all over the North America now has visitor restriction. So for sick patients, for complicated patients, with definitely patient's permission, I always make sure to call at least one family member. If the patients are confused, delirious patients, I definitely make sure to call one family member very frequently, almost regularly basis, so that the patient family and the medical team is on the same page. So after I am done with the family meeting, then the multidisciplinary rounding, then I will focus on my note. So what I do, I found it very efficient that at the morning, I always make a template of the note. That makes me, more efficient, and I feel more prepared for the rest of the day. Sometimes we have a meeting between 1 to 2 o'clock. Sometimes we have team building meeting or a scholarly development meeting. I will attend those meetings where we discuss that how we are doing as a group for our patients, how we can improve our performance, and what would be our new changes that we will know from our chief hospitalist and from our leadership. So after I am done with the meeting, I will focus on to complete all my notes. And I also make sure to do my notes, particularly at the earlier part of the day, so that other team members, other consult team also know that's what's going on about the patients. Some patients are taken care by our colleague, advanced practice providers. It could be physician assistant or nurse practitioners. So what I will do, I also discuss with them at the earlier part of the morning that which patients we are seeing together. We will discuss, is there any particular thing we need to do, any particular questions if they have, so that, I am approachable to them. And I also make sure to give them enough support so that we can give the high quality care to our patients, which is the most important aim for us as a physician. So after doing all these things, again, around 4 o'clock, I will talk with our advanced practice providers colleague to make sure that everything is done for the patient. And is there any particular tasks needed to be done? If they are sick, what will be the next step, or what we can do so that the patient, we are taking care before patient is unstable. I believe that as a hospitalist, predicting and planning, so always I always keep in mind that which patients could be sick, so that I'm taking care of them as early as possible before they are becoming unstable. I believe this is one of the important jobs as a hospitalist physician. So after I am done with all my notes, discussion with our colleagues, APP, answering the pages, talking with patient and patient family, then after around 5 o'clock, we can leave the hospital. Before that, I will give the sign out to the admitting physician. Even if I will leave at 5 o'clock, I will answer the page according to the hospital requirement till 7 p.m. And even if I am at home, I always make sure to answer pages within 5 minutes. I know that it's acceptable to answer within 15 minutes. However, I believe that as they're calling to me, everybody's busy in the hospital. So it's my responsibility to be as prompt as possible. So then till 7 p.m., I will answer the pages. And also, if there is any CQ chat is coming through the electronic medical record, I will answer that as well. So that's a typical day of 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. of a hospitalist. And sometimes what I also do around nighttime after my dinner, I will go over some specific questions or any topics for any sick patients or any interesting patients, so that I know that is there anything particular I need to do next day. And I find this 15-20 minutes reading is very helpful. Particularly, I want to make sure that I'm not missing anything if the patient is sick, complicated, or if there is any new information I need to know about that specific disease. So this is look like from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. schedule. As you can see, it's a lot of call, definitely a lot of hard work, dedication, focus, and most importantly, collaboration with a lot of team members. Medicine is a team effort. Nobody can do it all. So I believe that collaborating, regular communication with all their staff to give the wonderful care for our patient is critical. So I hope you will find this video useful and you will be able to learn something from this video, which is my main mission, to share my experience, knowledge with you so that we can learn from each other. If you have any particular tips or techniques you follow as a hospitalist physician, please write down in the comments below, because I also want to learn from you so that we can grow together. This is a platform, I believe, where we can exchange our ideas, knowledge, and skills. Please like this video, share with your friends and colleagues whom you find and believe that will be useful, this video to them. I will see you in the next video. Until then, take care, be safe. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.